All right, chat, this is the next deck that we are going to play. Hello, YouTube, if you're watching this on the tube of the U. This is Fight Rigging, a deck that I have put a lot of time and effort into, and one that I was had middling success. It was never truly good. But the card that inspired me to try this out in the new set was the Ancient One, where fight rigging really needs you to have a cheap creature that has a lot of power, so you can trigger the fight rigging ability immediately. And it turns out Ancient One is a 2-mana 8/8, so there you go. Very good with fight rigging. The payoffs we have here, so we have a total of 10 payoffs technically. So the main card you're looking to hit is Atraxa. That's the one that you want to hit most of the time. But it's cool that you also have Ghalta plus Party Tree, and the really cool thing about Great Henge, not Party Tree. The really cool thing about Great Henge is even if you don't have Fight Rigging, if you just have Ancient One enables a 2-mana Great Henge by itself, which is a really sick curve, right? Like you go like Ancient One on 2, then you can go Great Henge into some other stuff on 3, start cycling. So that's kind of the idea there. And then your other payoff is Ghalta, which if you draw Atraxa, Ghalta can put Atraxa onto the battlefield. And then Symbiosis is a nice way to either hit Atraxa or Ghalta, but it's also a land, so it kind of counts as both a hit and a land, which is really cool. The other hit here is Valki, God of Lies, because yes, before you ask, if you hit Valki off of Fight Rigging, you can cast Tibalt off of the Fight Rigging half. So we have that. And then sort of mimicking the Neoform decks or other decks that are trying to cheat Atraxa into play, we're using Stubborn Denial and Thoughtseize as our interactive pieces. Again, the really cool thing about Stubborn Denial is even if you don't have Fight Rigging, you have Ancient One and Rotting Regisaur, which both turn on Stubborn Denial. So that's pretty cool as well. Rest of the deck is a bunch of lands, 8 Mana Dorks to accelerate into your Fight Riggings. Also, Mana Dorks, very good if you have Great Henge, because you can cycle your Mana Dorks. Sideboard, pretty straightforward. Bunch of Leylines, bunch of Greasefang cards, cards for the grindy matchups like Sheoldred and Glissa, and then counter spells against mono green. So, I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to have some fun, maybe? Alright, let's go. I'm sure I should keep this hand. It's a little sketchy. Okay, this one works. We can work with this. It's a very painful hand, but I mean, the concept, Mr. Rabe, is that your plan B is just turn 1 elf, turn 2, here's a 7/6. Deal with it. And I don't think that's that bad of a backup plan, is it? Like, just putting a 7/6 into play on turn 2? You could just attack your opponent 3 times. It's not a great backup plan, but it's a backup plan. Like here, I think I'm just going to cast it, right? Thoughts on Skullspore Nexus? I think it's worse than Great Henge. Because Great Henge cycles. What's the exact text on Skullspore Nexus? Oh, they're not going to have the new cards. Let me look it up again. I think I remember what that card does. So it costs X to let, yeah, same text as Great Henge. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, make a fungus. Yeah, and then you can double target creature's power until end of turn. Yeah, I think that's just worse than Great Henge. And I don't think you have room for both. Alright, rigging up the top. Is the game rigged? Let's see if the game is, in fact, rigged. It's rigged in a different way. Okay, our opponent has a single copy of Lotus Field. What is their plan next turn? I have a 3-turn clock. I should probably just take Balaged Recovery, or maybe Impulse. Well, I mean, if I take Impulse, they can just Recovery back the Impulse, right? So I'm giving them the option to Recovery back a land. So I think it's just better to take Recovery. And I think it is also completely irrelevant to play lands here, because we just don't have any... well, I mean, I guess I can, like, play towards hardcasting this, but with Regisaur in play, I'm never going to hardcast this. The game's going to be over before then. Yeah, my face when my entire ultimatum package is in my hand. Isn't it really awkward if they draw the Omniscience? Like, do their piles get weird if they draw that card? I'm sure they can still have a pile that kills me, but Maybe because they drew the Omni and the Chandra, I actually have, like, maybe it's super weird for them. I don't know. Like, I don't know enough of the Lotus Field piles. Yeah, they'll just ultimatum for show and tell. Found a lair. Oh no, a blocker. No, not like this. I can't beat the blocker. Not the blocker. Yeah, there's still no reason to play lands here. I actually have another blocker too. I have so many blockers. My plan for Lotus Field is just to hope they are dead before I need to know what their cards do. You know, that's a pretty good plan too. Nobody has ever beaten an Arboreal Grazer in the history of the Pioneer format. Can confirm it. As somebody who has lost a countless number of games to that card, I also can confirm. They can petition here. I don't know what they're getting. Maybe they, like, petition for pour over the pages and just pass? Why not play the lands? The way that my curve looks, if you look at the deck list, I don't have a reason to play the lands, and I'd much rather just keep them to discard to Regisaur. Like, I can't really think of a sequence that would involve me needing to play any of these lands. Because, like, my curve stops at 3, and I have 3 mana anyways. We played 2 leagues with Amalia, went 4-1 and 3-2. I think I like the Court of Calling version more than the Collected Company version. And I think the reason for that is because the Amalia deck really wants to have very specific combo pieces, like you're trying to assemble A plus B. And I think when you are trying to assemble A plus B, you're much better off having a card that tutors rather than a card that, like, is... Because Collected Company is better for just decks that want, like, card quantity versus card quality, if that makes sense. I mean, I have a list on my desktop. These are the decks that we're playing today, hot girls. Okay, that might actually just do it. That might actually just do it. We finally drew a piece of interaction. No. No. How did I win that game? What just happened? Alright, 2 more discard spells. I guess Disdainful Stroke. That was a weird game. Yeah, Seinfeld music. I said no twice. I kind of only said no once, though. The Thoughtseize wasn't that relevant. What am I cutting? That'll be a Tibalt. Tibalt is surprisingly not that good against Lotus Fields. Yeah, maybe I want the Sheoldred too. Should we just cut all the Valkis? And then try to only hit one of these? Yeah, trimming an Ancient One makes sense, because I'm never attacking with it, and they're not interacting with my creatures that much, so just having 7 fatties is probably enough. I don't know if I want to shave an Atraxa, though. Maybe I just... No, I kind of need the Sheoldred. I think the Sheoldred is more important than the Disdainful Strokes. I could just do 2 Disdainful Strokes, maybe. Can I kind of land on the draw? I probably shouldn't. Yeah, it's weird, right? Like, you can spike their, like, one-of combo piece, but it's so unlikely that you do that. No, I think I like the Duress. Got great Henge. I'm going really low on fight rigging payoffs. Maybe this matchup is less about rigging and more about just, like, fatty plus interaction. I guess at that point I'd rather cut a Ghalta. Okay, let's try this. We'll see how this goes. Henge feels loose against Lotus. See, the nice thing about Henge is if you go Regisaur, you can then cycle your Llanowar Elves. This hand's nuts, right? If you go Regisaur into Henge, you can start cycling your Elves to be able to find interaction. I mean, the hand's not really nuts, per se, but I think it's good enough. It's Elf into Ancient One into this, and maybe that's good enough. Maybe I should be mulligan just trying to find interaction. Because this hand really does not have any interaction. Turn 2 Reggie hold up stuff. Yeah, but we could turn 2 Ancient One. This mill's for mana value, right? It's kind of nice because if we activate Ancient One and discard Atraxa, that immediately turns on Descend. I don't know if we have time for that, but keep that in mind. Yeah. Do I ever hold the elf here? Like, do I hold the elf to draw a card off Great Henge? To next turn land, 2 for this. I mean, I think my next turn is probably just going to... So I think here's the plan. I think the plan is Ancient One this turn, attack for 1. Next turn, Mana Confluence, tap these 2, play Henge, tap Henge, Confluence, activate Ancient One, discard Atraxa, hit them for 8, and then turn after I can play Elf to cycle with that. I think that's the line. Yeah, I think that's the line. So I could just attack with Ancient One next turn. Man, Ancient One plus Henge is kind of messed up, huh? Because, like, you tap 2 mana for the Henge, but then the Henge gives you the 2 mana back to immediately use the Ancient One. That's kind of sick. It's a cool interaction. So the Ancient One is a 2 mana 8/8 that cannot attack or block unless you have 8 or more permanents in your graveyard, and you can pay 4 mana, draw, discard. When you discard a card, target player mills cards equal to its mana value. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, but you have to hit 8 permanents. No, it's not only permanents. It's actually far from it, because we have Thoughtseize, Stubborn Denial, and then especially Stroke postboard. So we're actually probably unlikely to be able to attack next turn, to be fair. Yeah, we're probably not attacking here. I mean, I don't have any other plays, so I'm just going to do it. We have 6 permanents. We hit 2 strokes. So we were close, but not quite. Hot Girls, thank you for the 5-month resub. Welcome back. Chat, I don't mean to alarm you, but we are insanely close to Pure Modern. As of right now, we are 39 away from playing some Pure Modern. So thank you guys for all the support. That was a good draw. So I guess we start with Cycle Elf. Draw a card. So how much mana do I have? I can't Rigging and activate Ancient One, right? Yeah, so I guess we just Thoughtseize now. See what they got. I can't attack with Ancient One unless I activate instead of playing Rigging. But I think that's worse, right? I think I'd rather just play Rigging this turn. Holy shnikey. What the deuce? What the deuce? Can I beat Dromoka? I mean, Dromoka just has to chump block Ancient One, right? Yeah, I don't think I care about Dromoka. It cuts me off of using Stub, which is kind of relevant. I don't know if I can win this game without taking Sunfall, so I'm going to take that card. We'll figure it out from here. So with them at 19... I am strongly considering activating Ancient One instead of playing the Rigging. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm definitely thinking about it. It might be more important to attack them for 9 here. Because, like, what's the best case scenario if I Rig? I guess I can Rig and hit a second Thoughtseize? Like, Rig, Atraxa, second Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize, take the Dromoka. It's probably the best case scenario. Yeah, that's a good point. This is so close. You know what? No, I kind of like this. I'm going to take this line. I don't know if it's right, but I'm going to take this line. Yeah, that's awkward. Awkward because I held the elf up because I wanted to attack with it instead of holding up blue mana for Stub. Not that it mattered, because they're just going to cast the Dromoka this turn anyways. They can Recovery Sunfall. Right, but they can't cast Sunfall this turn. And if they Recovery Sunfall, then I can Stub it the turn after, right? So, like, if they Recovery Sunfall, that's fine. Well, they can't because they're just dead on board. They have to play Dromoka now. Like, I don't think there's a way they can not cast Dromoka this turn. They can, I guess, like, Chandra kill the 2 elves. They can't kill Ancient One, right? Yeah, they can't kill Ancient One with this. We don't have any removal that we can hit off rigging. Yeah, see, this is fine. They just have to... Well, I guess they don't have to chump block this turn. That was good. So, now... we rig. We boarded up the Tibalts. Didn't think they were going to be relevant, but... So, I guess we just take a second rigging? Let me go combat, counter here. Hit them for 9. We don't get to hold up Stub, though, because they have the stupid Dromoka. Sure, I guess I'll take Ghalta. Yeah, they don't block. Makes sense. Yeah, maybe I messed up last turn by not casting the rigging. Just take Chandra, right? Alright, your turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually 1 short next turn. They're an untapped land away from Sunfall? Yeah, that is a good point. Is them Sunfalling that bad for me, though? Because they lose the Dromoka. Didn't I need to take Recovery? No, why do I care if they Sunfall? And I guess I have nothing left, but if I just draw, like, an Ancient One or a Regisaur, then we're kind of cooking, right? But, yeah, maybe I should have taken this. Maybe I should have taken the Recovery. I was just worried about them, like, Chandra killing both elves. But I guess then if they do that, they have to chump block with Dromoka, and then I can hold up Stub the next turn. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. We can hardcast Atraxa, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, even if they Sunfall, we can hardcast Atraxa. That's kind of hot. Yeah, any creature is good, too, because we have Henge. It's a good point. I can loot in response. Yeah, I should not F6, because I can loot. If they Sunfall, I can loot with this. Yeah, that's true. We only have 1 Atraxa left. Or, no, did we board out an Atraxa? Maybe I boarded out too many hits. If we go to game 3, knowing they have Dromoka, maybe I want these Valkis back. Okay, they got back Sunfall. So their hand is Omniscient Sunfall X. Alright, end of turn. Let's do some looting. We're currently 1 damage off lethal. At what point do I just mill them? Like, discard Symbiosis, mill them? They're dead on board if they don't Sunfall? No, because they block Ancient One. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power, but they go to 6 and take 5. They go to 1. So I'm 1 point short. So they're dead to the 4th copy of Fight Rigging. I'm just going to mill them. I don't know if that's right, but... okay, we can cast this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I mill them, it might mess up their ultimatum piles. Still kill them if we find rigging. Nope. Okay, so combat, counter here, counter here. They still have to chump block Ancient One, right? Sure, I'll cast Ghalta, I guess. Draw a card. Stack the trigger so that I draw a card before Ghalta. Because if they block the 3/3, they go to 6 and take... Yeah, they can't do that. So they still have to block Ancient One, and then we can just stub the Sunfall, ideally. Yeah, I guess milling them is bad with Leer, huh? Okay. Maybe you're right. Milling them is pretty bad if they find Leer. Counter Leer. Well, Stubborn Denial only hits non-creatures, so I can't do that. Is this a good updated State of Pioneer board? 3 black. What are they casting? Do we take the gamble of them not having a land? Because we know their hand is Omniscient Sunfall X. If I counter this and they have an untapped land, they can resolve Sunfall. If I don't counter this, what do they get? What are they getting if I don't counter this? Do they have... Maybe they boarded in their own counter spells? And they just go, make 3 black, Sunfall with a counterspell backup. I think I countered this. Yeah, they could also get Verdict. Okay, yeah, I have to counter this. No, it gives... Sunfall gives them a creature. It doesn't give me a creature. Do we keep this? I mean, it's not good, right? Because we don't have a thing for rigging. Yeah, this hand's bad. This hand's better, kind of. Not really, sort of, maybe-ish. This hand does something. Okay, now it's good. Play the blue-black Soul Somnification Standard. Is it good in Standard? I'm in the same boat, Buwalda. I've played 4 RCQs, and I've top-8'd 3 of them this season without winning one. So, we're in the same exact boat. That's a little scary. Kind of have to Valki, right? Hopefully I can take their combo piece. Yeah, I think I have like 1 or 2 more that I can play, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep trying. This weekend I'm not playing RCQs because there is 2 showcase challenges. So I'm playing both of those. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, your turn. I need to find a fight rigging badly. No, I think taking the Innkeeper is better because it's a guaranteed mana source. I guess they're very likely to miss land drops with the Scout. 2 Scouts. They hit an Innkeeper. Do they want to keep it? They do keep it on top. Okay. So that's on top of their library. Uh-oh. This does not look great for us. Oh, I missed a point of life, by the way. I did, in fact, miss 1 point of life. What's this deck's plan B? Plan B is hope they mold a 5. It's a pretty good plan B. Queued into a Malia combo in Modern. Playing Courser of Grufix and Modern staple Sap Seep Forest. You're gonna have to get that one up on the screen for me because I could not tell you what that card even kind of does. I have no clue. We're gonna need that one on the tape. All right, it's a land that enters the battlefield tapped. Green tap, you gain a life. Activate if you control 2 or more green permanents. Oh, so it starts the Amalia combo. That's hot. I kind of dig it. I could vibe with it. 2 green permanents is rough. Well, I mean, you need 1 in play for a combo, right? And it is fetchable. That's cool. What they do? They have drawn a card with Dread Whispers. Still missing on land drops. I mean, if we can find a fight rigging, we might be okay. When the fight is rigged. Is it better to loot or play Regisaur? It's probably better to loot, right? This is the plan B. Plan B is just mill yourself out. Mill yourself now. How many permanents? Oh, he spiked exactly 8. To be fair, game 1, there is not as many non-creatures. But, I mean, obviously it is lucky. You know, I'm not going to tell you it's not lucky. You just had to spike all 8 permanents. I think we have, what, 7 non-permanent cards in our deck? Yeah, 4 stub, 3 Thoughtseize. Oh, and 2 Turntimbers, so 9 non-permanents. Somebody do the math. I don't know what the math is. The math ain't mathin'. Well, now I don't need to activate this. I'll just attack. Oh, I'm attack. It's actually 69%. Alright. I mean, play Reg. If we draw any untapped land, we can play Atraxa next turn. We're only one land away, right? 4 plus the 2 elves. Upkeep, discard this. Any untapped land, cast Atraxa. It is Garruk Uprising. Not familiar with that one. Our deck is really good when our opponent doesn't draw their third land. So they're holding up Chord. Shit. Well, chat, I think we're still gonna die. I think we are still going to die. Because they can Chord this turn. Should I have Thoughtseize pre-combat? Oh, I probably should have, right? Because if I Thoughtseize pre-combat, they can't block and Chord. That was a huge mistake. That was a really big mistake. Alright, you want to know what the plan is? I'm going to mill them in response and hope to hit all 4 Amelias. You ready for this? Fuck. That did not work at all. God damn it. Okay. So we're dead. Are we dead? No, we're only dead if they draw an untapped land. Yeah, we're only dead if they draw an untapped land. So I don't know if it matters which one of these I take. I don't think it matters. Yeah, or a scout. Alright, go. Alright, dodge land or scout, please. Dodge land or scout, please. Did we dodge? I think we dodged. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we dodged. We're still kind of in a weird spot, though, right? Because they just block with... Well, I guess now they have to block with Innkeeper Walker, and then even if they play Walker, they don't have the combo, right? Trying to think if there's any reason to hold up the loot. I could find another Thoughtseize, but I think the damage is probably more important. I guess this gives them back the Innkeeper. Is that bad? Yeah, that's probably bad. I shouldn't have attacked with this. Oh, okay. They're just not going to block with the Amelia. Okay, so they go to 6. And now they can play Walker, but they need to be able to gain life, or have they have to have the 4th copy of Scout, I think. They have you here? How do they have me? They need to have the 4th Scout. Because they can't proc the combo. Oh, actually, if they had blocked the Innkeeper, yes, they could have. Right, because they could have gotten the Innkeeper back, go Innkeeper, Treasure, sack 2 treasures, Walker, and then I'm dead. So, yeah. I punted, and then they also punted back. It's fine. We're both just, that's fine. Yeah, it is, in fact, a skill issue. Yeah, Ray's good probably to kill Amalia. Is there an LCI card you've noticed making the biggest impact in Pioneer so far? Warden of the Inner Sky, I think. That card is crazy. Especially Convoke. It's completely insane in Convoke. If I cut Thoughtseize against them? No. Thoughtseize is like whatever. Is Stub bad? They only have Chord, right? Yeah, we'll just do this. This looks fine. Leyline's irrelevant. Sheoldred's irrelevant. Glissa's bad. Yep, this is fine. Alright, we're good. No, I'm pretty sure they still get the card back. I mean, I'm just going to keep this in. It just attacks them. My deck doesn't really do anything but attack them. I could mull to fight rigging, but, I mean, Elf into 7/6 is good. Permanent base counterspell like the Pirate 1-drop. The card you're thinking of is, what, Siren's Storm Tamer? What does that even counter? It only counters stuff that targets you or your permanents, right? It's probably a little too narrow. Honestly, the best one is probably the 2-drop. What's the spirit? Or is it a spirit? Yeah, it's a spirit, right? The one that has Disturb. That card's actually good, I think. I forget the name of it, but you probably know what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Malevolent Hermit, that's what it is. It's like 2 mana 1/1, blue sack counter, blue sack Mana Link, and then it flips into a 2/2 flyer that I think it's like your stuff can't be countered or something like that. It's like a permanent that's also a counter spell, which is nice. Yeah, Mana Link for non-creatures, yeah. Yeah, it's good with Cauldron. I would like to attack you. Regisaur just like it just gives people the business. What are you casting? What are you casting over there? Do I play the Ray now? Probably not. I mean, I'm just gonna cast another one. Your turn. It's fucking lethal next turn. Have you ever beaten 2 Rotting Regisaurs? Nobody has. Collected Company. I can let that resolve, because I don't want them getting... If I kill this, they just get the combo and then I die. So I need them to not get the second Amalia. Okay, so Specialist has no target. Okay, Ray the Amalia. I will pay the life. Okay, they still have 4 cards in hand. And we have to discard both of these. We need to draw Fight Rigging. Yeah, we have to draw Fight Rigging, basically. The funny thing is, they don't even have to block this turn. They can just take 14 and go to 2. Alright, deck. Sure. Yeah. They're probably still dead. Alright, your turn. This Regisaur card might have a few downsides. I don't see any downsides whatsoever. All I see is upsides, baby. All I see is upsides. Alright, game 3. I don't think I'm supposed to bring in Leyline just for Extraction Specialist, but... Alright, play first. This hand is insane. Holy shit. This is the best hand of Magic that I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, the actual nuts. This is why we played the deck. What is Tree? Great Henge. The greatest of Henge. See, this is just Regisaur, but no downside, you know? I think the heads-up deck building and Amalia combo is play Witch's Oven to eat Amalia before she nukes the board. I mean, the thing is, if you untap with Amalia in play, you wouldn't ever want to do that because you can just attack your opponent with a 20/20, right? Like, maybe there are certain situations where you would want to do that. It is better into removal. Like, if you trigger Amalia, 19 times and then you sack it, if you're playing around a removal spell, that could be pretty good. But there's a lot of spots where you're just never going to want to do that. But like you said, you could maybe pair it alongside some sort of sacrifice engine with Cat Oven, and that could be good. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I understand. Yeah, that's true. Turn 3, Tibalt. This one. Combat. Tibalt. He's back. He's back. You ready for this? My Walker. You know, it'd be awesome if I comboed with their, if I did their combo to them. That's my goal in this game. My goal is to just, oh no. Oh wait, wait, hold up. Chill, 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 chill. I don't have white mana. I can't hardcast that. Chill, 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 chill. Be cool. Be cool, be cool. I can hit their White Source. Imagine hitting, like, a Temple Garden from their deck. That kind of works, right? Can I cast Tibalt for any mana value? Does that work? What's the emblem say? Yeah, I can, right? I should be able to. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I just can't let them, like, untap with a combo piece. Just chaining Tibalts at this point. Literally just chaining Tibalts. Turn 3 Tibalt, turn 4 Tibalt. Is this good? I don't know. It's like, it's not bad. It's okay. I have 2 emblems. Is that good? The real question is, how many more emblems can I get this game? It's like just a 2 for 1. Just nice. How was Merfolk yesterday? 4-1. We 4-1 with a lot of stuff yesterday. This matchup seems a little difficult. On the draw, I think I just have to, like, try to play towards my nut draw and not Thoughtseize them. Because if I Thoughtseize them but they have 2 Convoke creatures, then I just lose the game anyways. And there's, like, maybe a chance if I rigging into Atraxa and find a fatty that I can actually get out of this. It's not likely, but maybe. Yeah, that's actually the next deck that we're going to play, Noix. You can check the list out on the Mox Field, but it's like Dimir Self-Mill. It's got 4 copies of Souls and 4 copies of Cruel Somniphage. And kind of just going, like, super hard on the Self-Mill. I should play the Tomb here. I'm not going to concede because I can win if I find Atraxa. Okay, now I'll concede. Now we can't win. Alright, against Convoke, huh? Stub is heinous. I don't even love Valki that much. I guess just casting Valki for 2 mana is cool, taking their Convoke creature. But I still think I'm going to cut one. I'm going to bring in the Raise, the Thoughtseize. Duress is pretty bad. I guess I'll just keep in the Valki. Alright. No, none of these are dono decks. I have put off donation decks until Tuesday, so these are all decks that I just want to play. You know, I'm not 100% sure that it's super competitive, but it's just an idea that I wanted to try out. Do you think that Sultai rigging is better than just Golgari with the new 6/6 dino for 3? Yeah, so the problem with the 6/6 is you can basically never attack with it. I guess you have Regisaur, but what I like about Ancient One is if you draw, like, extra copies of Atraxa, you can just discard them to Ancient One, and it almost sets it up by itself, because you mill 7. So I think I like Ancient One more than that. Oh, baby. Well, now what do we do? I was going to Thoughtseize them. I guess I can go Thoughtseize Elf, and then turn 3 have 5 mana for rigging Ancient One all in the same turn, right? That checks out. It's worse if they have Forge Devil. Alright, your turn. Ancient One Thoughtseize. I can't. Because I need black, black, blue for Ancient One Thoughtseize. Well, sometimes this happens. Hmm. More rigged than the WWE. This deck has really high highs and really low lows. Bang, Thoughtseize you. That could have been an Atraxa. That could have been a Tibalt. But no, I got a Thoughtseize. Turn 3, take 9 sounds like versus Convoke. Yeah. We tried. At least we tried. Well, the thing is, this can't attack or block. So, maybe they don't know that. Maybe they don't attack because they think this can block. Yeah, it looks like Canister was right the whole time. We lost playing for the 5-0 with Hollow 1 Gathal. It was very sad and unfortunate. It was a good run, though. Deck was sweet. It was Hollow 1, the Rakdos Hollow 1 deck. That deck felt really good. I think there is definitely something there. Worst way. Moto is struggling. Go, I guess. Can hold up the loot plus Ray. I would not cut Thraben Inspector, but yes, you definitely should be playing Warden in this deck. But don't cut Thraben Inspector. Never, ever cut that card. If you want to know how I would build Convoke with Warden, the list should be on Moxfield. I guess I'll do this now to use my mana. How can I possibly get out of this? I have 5 cards in my graveyard and only 1 permanent for Ancient One. You know. I'm dead. Alright, you win. Now this is a sample hand. Check this out. Yeah, this hand's actually not bad. Yeah, turn 1 Slight, turn 2 Eye of Nowhere, turn 3 Stone Rain, turn 4 Demolish, turn 5 Magnifor. Yeah, you would that deck played Wildfire too. That was hot. Mana's... See, the problem with these elves is they don't cast any of your blue or black cards. So your mana does get kind of weird, where it's just really hard to double spell in turn 2. Unless you have a second elf. Excited for no Pioneer in 2024. What do you mean by that? Like, in terms of the Pro Tour schedule? Is that what you mean by that? I guess I should probably Thoughtseize them, huh? Modern Standard, Modern Standard. They're actually doing 2 Modern PTs? Surely if they're doing 2 Modern PTs, then that means they're definitely gonna ban Grief, right? Surely they're not gonna do 2 Modern PTs, both with Grief legal. There's no way they would do that. Maybe I should have countered the Bone Crusher. I wanted to save it for a Crowan War, but meh. This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, watch them ban. They're gonna ban like Not Dead After All or something. They're conveniently holding up the Crowan War mana. I was gonna go for like loot, discard Atraxa block, but then they could just go post combat a Crowan War. Okay, do that. Fight rigging. We are dead. The fight was definitely rigged that game. Alright, how good is Stubborn Denial against boats? They have Chariot, a Crowan War, Stomp. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Thoughtseize, I don't love. Not a big Thoughtseize fan. Sheoldred's good. Glissa's good. I think that's it. I don't want Ray just for elves. Thought Chicago was Pioneer. It is, but Turtle Power is saying the next 4 Pro Tours. 2 Standard, 2 Modern is kind of wild. Why? That is insane to me that they're not doing a single Pioneer Pro Tour. Why would they do that? Weren't they, like, trying to push Pioneer for the longest time? Like, why are they doing that? I don't get it. That's awful. I mean, if they fix Modern, then sure, I guess. Maybe it'll be fine, but... I don't exactly have high hopes in them actually being able to fix Modern. Well, see, the thing is, we begged for Modern until we realized how bad it was, you know? If only we could turn back time. This hand stinks. This hand also stinks. Sure. Alright, whatever. I'll simply just draw land. It was, yeah. Pioneer was popping off for a while. Untap land, please. Untap land! Yeah, now they stop it. We can't possibly win. Alright, we still have a chance. Untap land. Untap land, please! Come on. Not like this. Not like this. Alright, we're done. We done died. We started off this league really well, but... Alright, let's get a little 3-2 prediction. Again, as I was saying earlier, the deck has extremely high highs and extremely low lows, but prediction is up if you would like to gamble. Gamble all of your life savings away. Exclamation point gamble. As soon as we get to the sub goal, which we are rapidly approaching, by the way, we're not too far away. Once we hit the sub goal, then I will be hosting that tournament on the channel. I have nowhere is legal in Modern, yeah. Pioneer had a ton of interest to start, let the format stay. Yeah, that is true. That is true. A lot of people kind of like, during the Inverter Breach stuff, and Heliod to a lesser extent, a lot of people did kind of walk away from the format, because they left it, they just neglected it for so long. And, you know, I think a lot of those people that had left the format before, if they saw what it was now, they would probably be a lot more interested in trying it out. But maybe they just didn't, maybe they just, like, never even thought about it after they left. Okay, I have Elf Rigging. Sure. Yeah, people hated Inverter. All right, big creature. Big creature, please. Large creature. We have 7 of them, right? Was there 2 in those? I don't remember how many was there in those in that pile. Easiest game of my life. Easiest game of my life. And they say that Magic is not an easy game. Question is, do I uptick? Probably uptick. Could just block their 2-3. They said LOL Tibalt. He's back. Skyclave. Can't that one costs 7. You can't Skyclave that one. All right, we're done here, right? I think we're done here. I think we are done here. I will Thoughtseize you. I don't know what this card does. Choose one. Gain 2, scry 2, exile target player's graveyard. Take one of your Cocos. I guess I should probably uptick this first. Yeah, we'll uptick this first. Hit Amiria's Call, Llanowar Elf. Alright, Bodyguard. Kill this. Trigger. Cast Elf. Not really sure why they're still playing. What can they even hit here? I don't know. Maybe they have a way to, like, Coco into an answer for Tibalt? We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out. They're trying, alright. They're definitely trying. He's back. Archon of Emeria. I mean, that's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Sure. I could just make 2 angels. I could also downtick on Skyclave. Downtick on Skyclave, Skyclave Archon, cast Valki. It's probably fine. I guess I should... No, I'm actually not going to play this as a land. I don't know. Just, like, whatever. It's not... I don't know. I'm just not going to ever pretend like this could ever die to anything. They did rip Coco. I don't think it matters. Or did they have that? Who cares? It's irrelevant. Alright, we're good. Okay. Celestia Collected Company. I'm going to bring in Ray. I'm going to cut Stub because I think Coco is probably the only target they have for Stub. And I'd rather just be able to Thoughtseize it. Stroke bad. Glissa, yeah, Glissa's okay, but it's not great against Skyclave and Werefox. Duress is bad. Sheoldred not great against the removal spells. We'll try this. No, people keep asking me about Sunken Citadel and Coffers. I don't know what I'd cut for it. And I like maybe you cut some number of Field of Ruins, and you play like 6 field, 2 Citadel. Because I've been playing 8. I've been playing 8 fields. So maybe it's like 6 field, 2 Citadel, or you cut a Swamp and maybe play 3, but I feel like you probably don't want more than 2 copies of that card. But it is kind of nice that you can Field of Ruin on turn 2. It's like especially important when you're on the draw against Tron, where you can go turn 1 field, turn 1 Citadel, turn 2 field, and just immediately activate. That is kind of sick. So I might try like 1 or 2 copies, but I wouldn't want to play a ton. Yeah, it's good with coffers too. But like, think about it this way. It doesn't really accelerate the math on coffers, right? Because you still need, like, the only way that it would actually help that is if you go turn 1 Citadel, turn 2 Urborg, turn 3 coffers. Because if you go, like, Citadel into Swamp coffers, your coffers is only activating for 1 mana on turn 2. You know what I mean? So it's not quite as good. I'm just going to jam this reg. Let me jamming. Maybe it's better to Thoughtseize, to play around Coco. But, like, if I Thoughtseize, I can't play any other spell this turn. So I don't like it as much. They simply will just not have Coco. Some people have been telling me about decks with the Enigma Jewel. I haven't seen them yet. Phyrexian Censor. Non-Phyrexian spell each turn. Well, there is my one non-Phyrexian spell. Still attack you for 7. Their hand's not that great. They drew a land. Surprised they cast Archon instead of the pack leader. Like, I don't think the Archon's doing that much here, right? Well, hello there. Attack for 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8's fine. Because we can gain 2 life off the tree. Yeah, pack leader's fine. ETB's taps. They have to leave back a blocker here. Okay, that's fine. Take 5. Discard Confluence. Oh, they're just dead. Alright, they're just dead. Cool. So we started off 2-0. took 2 losses, but then we closed out the last match to get a nice little 3-2. Let's do a little outro for the YouTube folks. Everybody in chat say hi to YouTube. Fight rigging. This deck was cool. It was very inconsistent, which I kind of expected. I mean, the nice thing about this deck is you do still have the plan of just, like, Elf into Regisaur, and that's pretty good. So you can just steal a lot of games by casting a 7/6 on turn 2, which, that's fine. I don't know. I mean, we never got to live the dream of, like, rigging into Ghalta. The theory behind it is if you have Atraxa in hand, you can hit this off rigging and then put the Atraxa into play. Maybe there's something better. Chat suggested Skullspore Nexus, which is better in your, just, like, when you... Like, Skullspore Nexus is better when you have Regisaur but no fight rigging, so maybe you want to lean into that more with Skullspore Nexus, so that could be something worth trying. I like the split of threats, like the 4 Atraxa, 3 Valki felt good. Just casting this for turn 2 sometime, or 2 mana felt good sometimes. So that came up as well. Stubborns were great, just like you have 8 clean ways to enable stubs, so I do like the stubs. Thoughtseize was good. Elves were good. Yeah, the only thing that I wasn't sure of is the Ghaltas. Again, maybe those should be Skullspore Nexus. But yeah, deck was cool. It's a good FNM deck. Good FNM deck. Not super competitive, but very fun nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, 3-2 is the perfect score. Alright, we did 3-2. Pog. Let's open our pity chest.